So, if you were to ask me, like Willow, what do you really think is the end goal? What is the end game for the Democratic Party? Right? Because we can rightly so blame the Democratic Party for the commotion that is going on in America. And I think that the Democratic Party really, there are three things, I would say almost three things that they really want from all of this. Number one, why is the Democratic Party okay with bringing distraction to America, right? Because that's all they're doing, distraction. As you guys can see, what is going on in America is very chaotic. People are there's restless in America because of this, illegal immigration thing that's going on. But that's to bring distraction. They want to destroy America so they can, buy things for pennies. Number one, money and power. The second thing is these illegal immigrants really is the idea of the Democratic Party letting them in so when they come in they can vote for them and keep them in power. You see, they are very smart. Okay. And this is one of the reasons why the Democrats really don't want to, they don't want to, they don't want to require IDs to vote. Anybody can just go and vote. They don't have a problem with that. And they actually advocate for that. Why? Because they know that these illegal immigrants that they are letting in, they're going to vote for them and keep them in power. And the other thing is, there's a lot of money really to be gained. There's massive profits that they are getting from all of this. Because one of the things that we need to really investigate and understand, actually, one of the things that we need to see is that a lot of kids are going missing. So what is it? Human trafficking, and most particularly it's child trafficking. Okay, a lot of kids are going missing. These Democrats don't care because, like you've heard, the Epstein's Island, who were there, the the elites, right? The elites, they have so much to gain. And I told you guys, these elites, like I've always exposed and we keep exposing, these elites are very perverted. They are motivated by perversion. Okay, and when I say elites, what exactly am I talking about? I'm talking about you know the bureaucratic, corporate, intellectual, military, media, and government elites who control the principal institutions in the United States and whose opinions and actions influence the decisions of the policy makers. Okay, so if that's the case, if that's the case, if the elites really influence the decisions of the policymakers, what kind of policies are we really getting in America? Okay, because I want you to remember the number one reason America is respected, right? The number one reason America is respected, all around the world is because we have law and order. Once you lose law and order, you become like everybody else. You become like the third world countries. The reason they are third world countries because they don't have law and order. When you don't have law and order, where everybody respects each other, then you won't have the opportunities to create infrastructure. You won't have it, and when you cannot build infrastructure, you become what? A third world country. You cannot advance. You cannot progress. So that's what the Democrats really, to be frank with you guys, and I bet you if you investigate as well for yourself and really dig deeper to see what is the motivation, what is the logical entailment in what the Democrats really are doing, what is the logical explanation to why they'll be so okay with destroying America is because these people are sick. These people are sick, and it's up to you, the citizens, to really hold them accountable. Okay, because why are they really allowing this to happen? So let's watch this video. Okay. Now this is a channel called Redacted News. Redacted is a very informative channel. I will recommend you to check it out. They are very informative. Okay. So let's see what's going on exactly.
Well, our nation is being invaded by massive illegal gangs from other countries, and it's happening all across American suburbs. By the way, think this isn't coming to a town near you. Think again. For years on this show, we've been detailing illegal criminal gangs like MS-13 carrying out brutal attacks on Americans, while the Biden administration refuses to deport these guys. Even going back to my time at Fox News Channel when I was an anchor at Fox News, we were covering MS-13 gangs and the horrible bloodshed that they were carrying out on Americans under President Obama's watch at the time. And come to a sanctuary city. ICE won't deport you. You can carry out brutal homicides. It doesn't matter.
Again, remember, one of the factors that motivates the Democratic Party is that they want to destroy America so they can buy it for pennies, right? They profit massively when there's destruction. That's why things such as war brings them much profits. That's why Ukraine is being destroyed right now because why? The 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 military contractors, which are one of the top elites, right, such as Lockheed Martin, RTX, and General Dynamics, right? These people in BlackRock, Vanguard, I will not forget those people. Those people, since they are investment companies, they are bringing much profits for their investors. So they don't really care. They have no morals in their in what they do. They don't care about morals as long as they make money for themselves and make money for their investors. Okay? So keep in mind that, guys. Keep that in mind. Okay? Let's go.
Because we won't even report you. And that's exactly what's happening. Cops won't even call ICE. Listen to a sanctuary city police officer explain how he let a double homicide killer walk free because, well, he was an illegal immigrant. We couldn't even call ICE.
We'll grab this information.
And what is ICE? Immigration Custom Enforcement. Okay, so their whole job is to really deal with illegal or legal immigration, customs. But if ICE cannot even be called to deal with illegal immigrants, creating chaos and committing, criminal offenses, so then what is the whole point of having ICE?
See what we do, but this, like I said,
can you please collect the information? He said that he's already illegal. He already said that he went to.
Okay, hold on. It's back a little bit. First off, we're a sanctuary city. Even if he's legal here, we cannot call ICE.
Okay, but you still have to report that, right?
No, we don't. Because it's a sanctuary city. We do not report it.
If you can't even report, I don't even have nothing to say to this. I will just let you guys watch.
So you're gonna let a person who went to prison, he committed a crime in America, who's illegal right now, you're gonna let him go free right now to this elevator?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Because we're a sanctuary city. I've arrested a double homicide suspect in this city before and let him walk out the door because we're a sanctuary city.
Quick question: in the sanctuary city, if a citizen, a law-abiding citizen, let's say a citizen, not even a law-abiding citizen, just a regular citizen, if they commit a crime, do they pay for the crime? Are they persecuted to the fullest extent of the law? Are they? So in the end, it's really the real citizens who are getting punished for things that when the illegal immigrants commit those crimes, they don't get punished for it. They get let go, get back in the streets, do more crimes. Why? Because these elites really, they are fueled by nefarious desires. Okay, pernicious, nefarious desires, wicked and greedy desires. That's what they are fueled by. They are agents of Satan. I'm telling you guys.
We're not going to call ICE to come pick up and deport him.
He came to pick up 320,000.
So he can stay here and continue the murdering, basically.
Exactly.
I mean, you're hearing that from a police officer's mouth.
Right. Sanctuary for who? Not for you, sir, law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, I mean, like if I go to a church, like it's if I go to a church, I declare sanctuary and they grant sanctuary. I can't start killing the bishops and they're like, nope, sorry, he's got, we're good, can't do
If
anything about
in
it.
New York City, I suppose you could.
Well, in New York
Right.
City, take a look at this. It's exactly what you can do because we now know, according to the New York Post, 3 out of 4 arrested in Midtown are migrant crimes. They're immigrant crimes. 3 out of 4 arrested in Midtown. Well, in Midtown, of course, where a lot of these
3
hotels.
out of 4. 3 out of 4 is crazy. So 3 out of 4 crimes being committed are illegal. Illegal, not legal, illegal immigrants.
Have been taken over by illegal immigrants, individuals kicked out, apartment complexes. We're making way for all these illegal immigrants. I mean, this is happening in the United States of America. If you're not outraged, then then your head's not screwed on right.
Exactly. So I would say the conclusion that I would come up to really is that these people, they hate America, right? They hate America. I will even go as far as saying that these people are the enemy of the state, right? The enemy of states. Because remember, nobody has a problem with legal immigration, right? Going through the proper channels, going through the proper and legal system to come to America, just like we all did, right? We all came through the proper legal process, of coming to America. And a lot of us have family members who are waiting to come to America. Family members who have applied to become Americans, to come to America. They have applied. They've been applying and being denied, and have applied for many years. They haven't even been the cases haven't even been evaluated to come to America. They've been waiting for years to come to America, but they can't because they have to go through vetting process. They have to go through background checks, making sure that they don't bring criminals and sick people here. But yet we have illegal immigrants coming in illegally, right? Going through hoops, right? Taking shortcuts and coming here. Not only that, the majority of these people are committing crimes. Let's not even say majority. Let's say minority of these people are committing crimes. Their crimes are becoming majority, of violence, in America. Their crimes are majority. There's so much chaos and unrest in America, such as Chicago, in these liberal cities where they are letting these immigrants come and taking over the resources of people, resources that are supposed to be given to citizens and legal immigrants who try to obey the law, abide by law. Yet these illegal immigrants are the ones being rewarded for breaking the law. And you must remember that it's illegal, right? It's against the law to come to America illegally. Like, there's no logical explanation really. The only conclusion you come up to is those 3 conclusions that I've given you guys: power, money, and whatever else that these people are trying to get to. And the only way they can get that power and money is going through nefarious ways to obtain those things, such as I've mentioned, child trafficking is going on, right? During all this crisis at the border, kids are going missing, distraction. They buying things for pennies, and what else? And free votes, because these illegals are going to vote for the Democrats, and that's why, like I said, they don't care about voting, confirming your identity in order to vote. They don't care about it. So there's so much for them to gain, really, and you must pay attention to those things that I'm showing you guys.
Quite honestly.
Well, and let's talk about for a second, and I failed to bring this graphic, but I can send it to you, whoever, I'm good for it, is that the people who are most outraged about illegal immigration are, according to recent census data and recent surveys, are Latins, because the Latins that had to jump through hoops to get to the United States legally and work harder in order to stay here, now they see a whole group coming in behind them not having to do that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So it's not just like, oh, this is white pride or what have you. I mean,
And I actually believe, I'm gonna go as far as saying that I believe that these guys, right, the Democratic Party is a racist party, right? It's full of, liberal progressives who feel so much guilt, for racism, right? They feel so much guilt for racism, and they think that what they're doing is actually helping immigrants and black people. But in the end, what they do not realize is that they end up actually exalting more racism than they could ever imagine. You know, in the process of trying to help, they actually end up exalting more racism than ever before. It's so funny. So funny.
My mom is half Spanish, so I fit into this group. It's people who have had to jump those hoops and now see that those hoops are being removed, saying, why'd I do that?
And now we're seeing a huge uptick in this violence. And our story today takes us to Denver, Colorado, the Denver, Colorado suburb of Aurora, Colorado, which is now echoing with the unnerving rise of all of this criminal activity. And I mean echoing through the reverberations of people yelling for their loved ones outside in these courtyards, wondering if their loved ones are going to be shot in these apartment complexes. And it's not just an isolated incident. Take a listen to the Aurora police describe what is going on here in this town. Watch.
Also tonight, Aurora police say gang members have not taken over the Edge apartments. New video this week from Aurora Police Department shows the officers going door to door at those apartments yesterday. And now Aurora's interim police chief says the gang has not overrun that complex. This comes after officers spoke with residents over the past couple of days. Fox 31's Rachel Sauer joins us tonight with those details.
Yeah, Kim, well, this all comes after the Department of Homeland Security confirmed that individuals seen in video given to Fox 31 were members of a known gang. Now the Aurora Police Department says they are confident that the apartment complex is not currently being run by gangs.
This video given to Fox 31 on Wednesday, showing armed men breaking into multiple apartments.
Wow, just wow. Look at those guns. Imagine paying rent, right? And you have illegals coming to your apartment, kick you out, and to make it worse, right? To make it worse is that these guys are collecting rent from the landlord.
At the Edge at Lowry apartment complex, shortly before a shootout happened in the parking lot. And it seemed almost as fast as people were moving out, others were moving in, raising concerns that a Venezuelan gang was taking over the apartment complex.
Venezuela, right? You let them in, they come into America, and they are trying to turn America into Venezuela. They fail so much to build their country, and they come here instead of helping America, instead of contributing to the economy of America. They are destroying the economy of America. They are destroying America. This is crazy, and the Democrats don't even see. I mean, how many of you guys, when you leave your house, really, you leave the door open. You leave the door open. Why don't you leave your door open when you go to work, when you go to the grocery stores, when you go to run your errands? Why don't you leave your door open so the invaders can come in, so robbers can come in? Why don't you do that? Why is it that you lock your door to make sure that nobody gets in? So why is it? What's the logical explanation of us leaving our borders open and we have these illegal criminals coming in? I'm pretty sure they are not all illegals. That's not what we're saying, but we're saying that it seems like the majority of these people really are making a lot of noises in America. They are making a lot of noise. They're bringing so much smoke in America, right? So how does it make sense? Make it make sense that we will leave the door of our country open, that we will not even vet and check people who come in. Like who are you? Who are you? Who's coming into my house? Wouldn't you want to know who comes into your house? Would you just let anybody come into your house? Do you let strangers come into your house and just sit down and make themselves at home? No, you don't. So it's the same concept, man. It's the same concept.
I know that this gang is here. I know that they are taking over apartment complexes. I haven't even been able to get straight answers.
In fact, the Department of Homeland Security confirmed to our news partners at News Nation some of the men pictured in the video were part of a Venezuelan gang.
Venezuelan gang, look at
Tren
that.
de Aragua.
Wow.
So,
Bunch of animals.
and people wondering,
criminal animals.
are there's been reports of the Hell's Angels are getting on their motorcycles and they're coming down.
Anyway, let's leave it here. First, so we all know that the Democrats right now, they do not advocate for border closure, right? They don't want the border to be closed. They don't want our borders to be secure, right? They don't. I'm gonna prove it to you guys. But before, that wasn't the case. So I told you guys there must be something. There's a plan going on, and like I said, I don't know the end game. I don't know for sure, but I can speculate, right? I can speculate, but I cannot tell you, precisely the actual plan. But we can come to, to somewhat, we can extrapolate, based on past data, and see what the nefarious goals are. Their nefarious goals are, because at the end of the day, they are fueled by greed, right? Selfish desires. That's what they are fueled by. So from that alone, we can tell why they changed their mind all of a sudden. Because all of these Democrats, they used to be like Trump, right? They used to be like Trump. They used to advocate for, border security. They used to do that. But all of a sudden, they changed. They changed, man. Like, it makes no sense. They changed. So let's see exactly how they changed. And I want you to pay attention. Pay attention, okay? Let's see. Watch this.
This is just one more example of something that is not thought through and is primarily put forward for political consumption. The bill before us will certainly do some good.
This is Obama then, right? This is Obama then, before the radical change, overtook him and everybody else. This is them before. This is when they used to actually use common sense and logic, right? And this is when they used to exercise their common sense. But now something changed. So I think we should focus on what made them change. I think that's what's the most important thing that we should really pay attention to and focus and determine and understand what is this change and what is this change going to, to bring about. Okay.
Good. It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences.
Okay. Funding for better fences. He's talking about the border.
And better security along our borders.
Oh, security along our borders. Okay, there you go. Common sense, right?
The fence is now
now. This is now. Okay, this is now.
Basically complete. Maybe they'll need a moat.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Secure our border.
Now, he said the fences are complete. They never completed. Never completed. Okay. Now he's just gaslighting the Republicans. He's gaslighting them. Now this is Clinton then. Secure
technology, personnel,
technology, personnel, and physical barriers if necessary in some places. Ooh, that was very, sensical, right? And logical.
Physical barriers if necessary in some places.
We will not
Oh, now look at the sudden change.
build a wall.
We will not build a wall.
Instead, we will build an economy where everyone who wants a good job.
Okay, how are you gonna build an economy if those who you are letting in, those illegals that you are letting in, are coming to destroy the economy? Imagine you are a landlord, you have properties, right? You are renting properties, and these people come in and threaten your tenants, and your tenants leave. And then these people illegally occupied your properties, and they demand that you pay them rent instead. How is that building economy? That's illogical, man. They think we are so stupid, right? They think we are dumb. It's so disrespectful to us. You should be outraged.
Can get one.
I voted for a fence.
This is Joe Sleepy Biden, right? I voted for a fence. He said he voted for a fence.
I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700 miles.
700 miles of fence, across the border to protect, to protect us from those illegal immigrants, so we can have a, order process of coming here, a lawful order process of vetting people and bringing people in, like they've always done before.
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border.
People are driving across that border with tons
With
of
tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts to
This is Biden, by the way, and Biden is considered to be one of the most racist Democrat ever. The things that he used to say before, man, like I don't, you'll be shocked, you'll be so disgusted with yourself that you voted for Biden. The way he used to talk about black people, you'd be so disgusted.
amphetamines to cocaine to heroin. It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
And the impulse is to hunker down.
Now, let's see all of the sudden change, right? The sudden change. The impulse is to hunker down.
Shut the gates, build walls. Exit at this moment.
Is precisely
the wrong answer.
Why the sudden change, Biden? What is going on? What's the plan, really? What are they planning? Should we be worried, us who have kids, children, because they're coming for our kids, right? A lot of child trafficking going on, right? Human trafficking going on.
Former presidents have.
These people really, what they desire is to have as many as Epstein-like islands. That's what they want.
Said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you
I
recall
don't know
President
a
Obama
single
ever saying
one.
that?
Come on.
Construction of a 630
Dan, right? This is Dan.
mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
You see, they all used to talk like Trump. They all used to talk like Trump because that was common sense, right? Trump. I don't even, I'm not even telling you to vote for Trump. I'm telling you to vote for common sense. If you think that Democrats really are utilizing common sense, then please, go ahead and vote for them. But if you think that what's going on is logical and cohesive, then go ahead, keep voting for the Democrats.
All along, the president's saying, well, I'll do DACA and Dreamers in return for the wall. He's got it. President Trump, if you want to open the government, you must abandon the wall.
Wow. So now they don't even care about the war. Abandon the war, man. Like, if we abandon the war, then what's gonna happen? What is the purpose of the war in the first place? What is the purpose of the war? Right? What is the purpose of the war in the first place? So again, you judge for yourself, make your own judgment. And I think but like I said, to be quite frank, right? I believe that there is a spirit, there's a spiritual force that's really influencing these Democrats, because there's no logical explanation, there's no logical entailment, there's nothing that can explain the reason why they would want to destroy this country, a beautiful country, respected. But I will tell you why. Because like I said, I believe that there's spiritual, forces going on. And here's what I think is. And he cried mightily with a strong voice. Now I'm going to take you to the Bible. I know you guys don't believe in the Bible, but let me give you why I think that the prophecy, really biblical, scriptural prophecy, have something to do with this, right? Something have to do with this. And you cannot overlook it. The mistake that most of you make is that you think that religion have no play in this. Most of your leaders are religious, believe it or not. So I look at you as a stupid, right? You are very stupid, and let me not go too far to call you stupid, but let me just say I don't think you are. As I would say, you are blind. You're not seeing the full picture. Okay, I take by calling you stupid, but I would say that you are blind. And most of you guys, most atheists and agnostic, you guys are blind. You're not seeing the full picture. Okay, the full picture is that these people are religious, and they are preparing a way for their leader, a religious world leader who's gonna come into place, and you, as an atheist, as an agnostic, as a non-believer, you who is non-religion or non-religious, you are going to worship a god. Okay, they're gonna make you for worship a god. Okay, so it's gonna be when the time comes. Hopefully, it's not in your time. If you die, non-believing anyway, who knows what your afterlife is. But here's what I think is going on. The angel cried, Babylon the Great is fallen, right? So Revelation 18 verse 2, Babylon the Great is fallen. I consider America to be the great Babylon. Okay, because if we look in the world, right, let's look what's going on. Let's take a look at all the countries in the world. Which is the great country? Which is the greatest country in the whole world? It's America. Okay, America is the greatest country in the whole world. We have the most influence, right, over everybody else. We are number one, America. So just like Babylon back then was the greatest country, yeah, Babylon was the greatest country in the whole world, was the greatest city in the whole world. Today, America is the greatest. So, but this angel is prophesying, right? Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. So has become the habitation of devils. Now we know America, all kinds of devils come in America. America has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit is become a habitation of every foul spirit. Okay, now I'm gonna explain what this is. I'm gonna try to exegete what this means. Okay, and a cage of every unclean and hateful birds, right? Bird. Now, this hateful, unclean bird is these people, these elites. They are so hateful, right? They hate you. They hate you as a human being. They don't even consider you to be a human being. They don't even see you as a human being. They see you as what? As cattle, as herds, as sheep, as worthless animals. There's nothing wrong to be a sheep. A sheep can be a metaphor for somebody who follows, right? But and that can be negative and that can be positive as well. But they view you as a worthless animal, something to control. That's why they have so much control, right? That's why during COVID, they took most of your rights and you couldn't do nothing. Why? Because they don't care. They went as far as preventing you from gathering with your family members. They prevented you from going outside and enjoying your life and living your life. They took that away. So they want control. Okay, because they hate you. So these hateful, unclean birds, these are these elites. And America has become a safe haven for unclean spirits. Why spirits? Well, let's take out the ideologies that are really being pushed, the agendas that are being pushed down our throats nowadays. Killing babies, number one. You might disagree with that, but hey, it is what it is, right? You're killing babies in the womb, number one. What is number two? Killing truth. They want to kill the truth. They want to kill reality. They want to operate in, virtual, reality. Everybody can create their own reality, and they expect you to partake and engage in their false reality. They don't care about facts. They don't care about truth, right? A man can be a woman. A woman can be a man. As long as they say, I am this, they can be. And they want you to agree. They actually want you to affirm it. It's not enough that they themselves have to do it. No, that's not enough. They actually want you. They need you to do it. They need you to say it. Tell me I'm a woman, even though I'm a man with a penis and testicles, right? I have beard, I have hair, chest hair, I have all the parts of a man. I have, X and Y chromosomes. I'm a full human man, right? But I want you to call me a woman because today I feel like a woman, right? So you see, these ideologies are coming from unclean spirits. So America has become a safe haven for these type of unclean ideologies, hateful ideologies, right? They hate your children. They can't have children, right? Because when you decide to as a man, when you decide to have sex with a man, with another man, you're not gonna get reproduction from that. You're not gonna get offsprings from that. So the fact that they can't, they hate yours, right? When you, as a logical man who utilizes common sense, right? When you suppress your evil, unclean desires that bring destruction to you and everybody else, and you want to go by what is sound, what is based, what is right, and you operate from that perspective, they hate you for that. And when you get rewards from doing that, such as offsprings, they hate your offsprings, and they want to destroy your offsprings. I believe there's a video that I may want to show you guys. Yeah, let me show you guys. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, let's see. There you go. This is the video I was looking for. Now I want you to I want you to listen to this carefully. Okay, just
The only way to fight stigma and shame is to shine light on it.
Ask your healthcare provider if Biktarvy is right for you, and visit Biktarvy.com to view the important facts, including important warnings.
Yeah, exactly. Even commercials are.
To hate, we're coming for them. We're coming for your children.
Exactly.
We're coming for
Now, this might be satirical, right? Comical. It's satirical. That's what you believe. That's what they're gonna tell you, but that's not really what they're doing. They are doing exactly what they're singing right here.
We're coming for them. We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children will care about fairness and justice for others. Your children will work to convert all their sisters and brothers. You think we're sinful? You fight against our rights. You say we all lead lives you can't respect. But you're just frightened.
No, we're not.
You think
We're not frightened? Not at all. We're not frightened at all. Okay, just just stop it.
that will corrupt your kids?
Yes, yes, yes. You are the agents of corruption.
If our agenda goes unchecked. Funny, just this once, you're correct.
Oh, you think that's funny, huh? That's not funny. That's not funny. That's exactly what they want. Like I told you, these are the unclean spirits, the hateful birds. Hateful birds, that's what they are. Unclean, hateful birds, that's what they are.
We'll convert your children.
Indoctrinate your children. That's what they're doing in schools. So some states, you can't even object to some of the curriculum that they are teaching your kids, such as gender studies, and telling your boys that they can be girls, and asking them, "Oh, do you feel like a boy? You can be a girl if if you like, yeah." And if you as a parent reject that, you might go to jail. They want to convert your children. Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Happens bit by bit.
Bit by bit, yeah. Slowly but slowly. It wasn't always like this, right? There was a stigma around this, but now it's becoming numb in people's minds. It's becoming numb, and people are, slowly but slowly, bit by bit, accepting it, and they're just suppressing the logical aspect of it, the common sense, the base, aspect of this. They are suppressing it because, oh, I don't want to be I don't want to be ostracized, right? I don't want to be be labeled certain names and titles such as excuse me such as homophobic, just because you don't want to you don't want to partake in this delusion.
Quietly and subtly.
Keyword subtly, right? Subtle, right? Now they're not gonna make it so obvious, at times. Most times it's not obvious. It's not obvious. So as a parent, you should pay attention.
And you will barely notice it.
Yep.
You can keep him from disco. Warn about San Francisco. Make him wear pleated pants, we don't care. We'll convert your children. We'll make them tolerant and fair.
You see now? You see now? Now this is that's their plan. They're telling you their plan in plain sight. Okay, that's not satirical at all. That's exactly what they're doing. How can it be satirical if that's exactly what they're doing? Okay, now that's how Satan works. He likes to do things in plain sight. If you're not discernment, right? If you're not discerning, you would miss it. As they say themselves, subtle, right? They're doing it subtly, right? You barely notice. You barely notice. So, like I said, man, that's what I think America is becoming, the way it's becoming. And you should press for yourself. You know what? You see what's going on in the UK, right? You see what's going on. These are the elites getting exactly what they want. Okay, they're gonna create more diseases. They're gonna create false alarms. They're gonna create fears, right? Because number one, they want is control, money, and control. Two things really that fuel their minds, right? They want money and control, and within control, they want worship. They want people to kiss their ass. They want servants. They want slaves. That's what they want, man. Look throughout the whole history. Let's extrapolate the history. What has been going on? Or what's always the end game? Is control. Let's look at the worlds. Let's look at the other countries besides America. Let's look at most of the countries. Third world countries. What do we have? We have dictators. We have men in power who want total control. All they want is subservient servants. All they want is subordinates. All they want is slaves. People they can control and do what they want with them. That's what they want. And these Democrats and some Republicans, right? Let me not take sides and say that the Republicans are not as nefarious, but I would say that the Republicans, the reason they are called conservatives is because they hold to the old ways, the traditional way, the Christian way. They might not be the best Christians, but at least that's what they're fighting for. That's why they want to hold on to that. They want to hold to the family nuclear, right? They want to hold to the the values of respect and law and order. They want that, right? The Democrats, on the other hand, the liberals and progressives, that they don't want that. They want total chaos. Okay, they want total chaos. They want destruction. They want disorder. They want lawlessness. That's what they want. So I will leave you with that. Think about what you think. Come to your own conclusion. Tell me, correct me, please. Like, share, and follow, and comment. Comment your thoughts. Comment what you think is going on. What should we do? What should America do? And are you concerned at all? Are you outraged? And what can you do about it? That's what I want you to think about it.